She opened her eyes and stared at the ceiling, thinking, how did my life end up like this? She used to be someone with dreams. Her days felt endless now, a blur of sameness and silence. The ceiling above her bed had become more familiar than the sky outside. In college, she studied graphic design and imagined herself working for big creative companies. She saw herself walking through tall buildings, with her laptop in one hand and coffee in the other. She imagined being someone others looked up to. But reality had unfolded differently, in ways she never expected. The pandemic came. Her freelance jobs vanished. Clients disappeared overnight, and the silence in her inbox was louder than any rejection. Her savings disappeared in slow motion. She moved back in with her parents, a move that felt like going backward instead of forward. Every day she questioned her worth. Fights became routine, and her relationship ended. She stopped checking her email because it was all just bills and rejection. She barely left her room. Life felt heavy. She felt lost. Some days, even getting out of bed felt like lifting mountains. She felt invisible in her own life, unsure if anything would ever change. That morning, she grabbed her phone. No notifications, just silence. She opened TikTok and started scrolling like she always did. Then something caught her eye. A black screen, calming music, and a soft voice that said, "If you can see your dream life in your mind, the universe will deliver it to you." It felt strange, but her thumb didn't scroll past. Emily paused. It sounded silly, but then she thought, what do I have to lose? She watched it again. The voice repeated, "I deserve wealth. Abundance is finding me. Money flows to me easily." Something inside her shifted. Just a flicker. Maybe hope, maybe desperation, but something wanted to believe. That day, she bought a notebook. Every morning, she wrote 3 sentences. I am safe. My life is changing. Wealth is approaching. First week, nothing. Second week, an email. A client wanted to talk. Her hands shook. She was scared, but she wrote, I am ready. It was her first small step, and somehow she knew it wouldn't be the last. The $400 project gave Emily more than just money. It gave her confidence. She delivered the work on time, and the client was genuinely impressed. A week later, he recommended her to someone else. That one small project turned into 2, and then 2 became 5. For the first time in a long while, she felt like her future might be in motion again. It wasn't fast. It wasn't always smooth. Some clients ghosted her. Others asked for endless revisions. But something inside her had changed. She was no longer waiting for opportunity. She was creating it. Every project taught her something new. Every challenge sharpened her skills. Her nights became late, but they were filled with purpose. Every morning, she continued her rituals. She wrote in her notebook. She lit a candle and brewed her coffee. She whispered affirmations while brushing her teeth. Money flows to me with ease. I am aligned with abundance. These small habits were now her foundation. They made her feel grounded, even when things got tough. One morning, she dared to write something big. I own a creative agency. Her hand trembled while writing it. It felt ridiculous, but it also felt thrilling. A vision was forming inside her, one she had buried long ago. For the first time in forever, Emily saw not just hope, but direction. A path forward was appearing. That week, she made a bold move. She created an Instagram account to showcase her work and called it Vision Studio. Her first few posts barely got any likes, but she kept posting. She stayed consistent. And then it happened. A local boutique messaged her. "Your style is exactly what we've been looking for." She designed their entire campaign. They paid her $200. She used that money to build a basic website, buy a new laptop, and register her brand. Bit by bit, she built her world. She no longer worked out of fear. She was building from faith. Each success added a new brick to her self-worth. Soon, clients started finding her. She smiled more. She went to a co-working space once a week and met others on similar journeys. She felt like she belonged. One afternoon, she got a message from a content creator she admired. "Can you design my rebrand?" She sat in silence. She cried, not from fear, but from pure gratitude. Emily couldn't believe how far she had come. A few months ago, she was writing affirmations in silence, barely believing them. Now she was living them. Her apartment was quiet, but the silence no longer scared her. It felt peaceful. She looked around her new space with a soft smile and gratitude in her chest. Her days had structure now. Mornings started with gratitude. Coffee, affirmations, light journaling. A candle flickered on her desk. She'd play music, breathe deeply, and then dive into her projects. Each detail of her day had intention. She wasn't rushing. She wasn't desperate. She was grounded, focused, and creating. Her clients weren't just paying. They were praising. They left reviews. They referred her. They returned. Emily was no longer just a freelancer. She was the founder of Vision Studio. Her designs had a style now. Clean, bold, soulful. She was booked for weeks in advance, something she once only dreamed of. One of her designs went viral on Pinterest. A YouTuber mentioned her name. People started sharing her work and tagging her. Her DMs exploded overnight. She couldn't keep up, so she hired her first assistant, a kind, ambitious woman who also left her 9-to-5 to build something new. It felt full circle. With her savings, she moved into a small apartment with wooden floors and big windows. It wasn't fancy, but it was hers. She furnished it slowly, picking every piece with care. Her favorite corner, a big armchair by the window. That's where she'd journal, reflect, dream, and plan. It became her sanctuary. One evening, she opened a letter she had written to herself a year ago. It said, "I don't know how, but I believe I'm meant for more." She laughed and cried at the same time. That version of her had no idea what was ahead. She held the letter to her chest and whispered, "Thank you for not giving up." One morning, while walking to her favorite cafe, her phone buzzed. A company she admired messaged her. "We'd love to talk about a long-term partnership." She stopped on the street, placed her hand over her heart, and closed her eyes. The same heart that once broke in silence was now full. And she knew she was just getting started.